So here is the fundamental instruction that there is a physics test, not just a physics test, there's a chemistry test also, and there is a maths test also. It's a 75 question test, normal test that we do, weekend test that we do, online test on these chapters. So please make sure that this week all of you are writing. Plus just now was given to you 2 assignments in current electricity. Please complete and submit by Friday. Yeah, please take snapshot, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so yes, so I have given you my instructions. Still only 68 people have come. That means every day morning, most of you are coming late to class. Some action has to be taken. It is 8:35. Yeah, I will show once again. I will show. Yeah, I will show the assignments also, and I will show everything once again. Yep, I will show. Okay, so good morning, friends. I think I can't wait for more than this much time. It's already 8:36. So this is the assignment for all of you. So this is the first assignment. Yeah, I will repeat the assignment. I will repeat everything. Just give me a minute. Okay. As soon as this number touches 100, I will repeat. Okay. Until then, we just wait. Tomorrow onwards, I should put that waiting hall, and all those of you who come beyond a particular time, I should politely ask you to go back home. I mean, already you are at home only, but I should ask you to go back home, as in leave the class, because only then things will work out. Because yeah, the test is on Saturday, only on Saturday. Schedule has not changed today. Amit sir is having some difficulty, so he is not able to take class yesterday and today. Yeah, so to whom you should submit? To me. Okay, timings for test, everything I will tell you. Just let the number go to 100, and then I will tell you everything. 5 more students. This is how mainly for JEE. Okay. Oh, Ranjit.
Yes, sir. Hello. Hello.
Is it that this is the time for the bio class, or they are there? Yeah. Yes, Ranjit. Hmm.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Now it is
Yeah.
physics only. Physics. as per the schedule. Max is not there. That's
But
why.
regularly, do they have bio class at this time?
No, no, no.
No.
Today,
Huh.
yeah. 2 days back they were having bio, but
Vishnu, at 8:30 they have bio class or they have math class every day? No, Vishnu, you are unnecessarily changing the schedule. No, but I told you very clearly 11th, 12th schedule will not change. No, Vishnu, you are not doing this correct. I cannot keep taking sorry every time. Okay, I cannot accept sorry every time. Now half of the students are waiting in the bio link, half of the students are waiting in the maths link. So I don't know what to do. No, there is no change in the schedule, and I am telling you once again, okay, I'm telling this to you for the last time, okay. Hello. So yeah, so boys and girls, here is the thing. I am telling you, if this is a regular bio class, it should have happened today. Forget it. Tomorrow onwards, your schedule doesn't change every day. Okay, your schedule will not change. If they have been doing it in the past, forget it. They will not be doing it in the future. Your schedule will not change. Your schedule will remain the same every day. Okay, 8:30 to 9:30. If you are having bio class, tomorrow onwards you will have only bio class and there will be no change. And Ranjit, please make sure that there is only bio class at that time. We don't
yes,
change the schedule daily. So
okay,
I
sir.
don't understand how you accepted this, that now there should be a maths class or a physics class. I am not able to understand that.
Yesterday he sent a
Okay, there might be
message.
people. Yesterday message, I cannot believe. There is only one timetable that we have to follow. That's it. There is no change in that timetable. Okay, so to all students, please understand there is going to be only one timetable. I will write it now. After Ranjit says okay, you all please follow that. Okay, then the next thing is, here is an assignment. There are two assignments for you. There is one assignment here. Okay, Ranjit, now can somebody go to that other class and tell them that there is no bio class and there is this class, or is it a different link, or what is it? Ranjit? Okay, so not to worry. So please go So please inform the other students that there is no class. I don't know if Kavita ma'am also has to be informed. Please do. Yeah, so students, let me come back. Now you will have your physics class. You please take 2 minutes, get your notebooks and then come. Mamit sir has some difficulty. So today we are not going to have the maths class. We're going to have 2 physics classes instead. That is the first one. Second one is there are 2 assignments that I have prepared for you. This is the first assignment. It is on Kirchhoff's law. Please take a snapshot of this so that you have this assignment with you. Okay, so this is an assignment for you. This is the first assignment. This is an assignment on Kirchhoff's law. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Ranjit. Okay, so this is the first assignment on Kirchhoff's law. This is the next. There are 2 assignments. Totally, there
Hello,
are
sir. Can you hear
11.
me?
Yes, I can hear. Please tell. Yes, so students, once again, this is the second assignment. Yeah, this is the second assignment in physics. This is the first assignment in physics. Okay, so please take a snapshot of these 2 assignments. These are the 2 assignments. Friday I will expect you all to finish it. The class will start now. In 5 minutes it will start. Yes, I will discuss the answers for these questions. Both assignments on Friday. There are only 11 questions. So I am expecting you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You will solve 11 questions and you will come. Okay. I won't discuss these answers in the regular class. I will have a doubt clarification class. In the doubt clarification class only, I will discuss these assignments. So I will fix up a doubt clarification class on Sunday and I will discuss one assignment or both the assignments I will discuss on Sunday. So I will let you know. Don't worry. When I will discuss it, I will let you know. Okay, so this is the first assignment. This is the second assignment. If anybody of you have missed it, don't worry, go to your friends and get it from your friends. Okay, then here is the next assignment that we have to make. This weekend onwards, there will be test, Saturday test. Okay, now because we are at home, instead of Saturday test, we can have it on Sunday also. So I will let you know whether it is on Saturday or Sunday. I will let you know. Mostly I would like to have it on Sunday so that Saturday you can spend in trying to prepare for the test. Okay, so Sunday test I will make sure that you are having from this week onwards. There will be physics, chemistry and maths. All three subjects will be there. In physics, this is the portion. In chemistry, this is the portion. In math, this is the portion. Okay, it's a regular 3 hours test that we write. Yeah, so I said Saturday, it won't be on Saturday, it will be on Sunday. I will do it on Sunday because so there is test every weekend. Okay, from this Saturday or this Sunday onwards. So Saturday, please spend. These are the regular questions that they come every week. You don't ask me what is the level of the question. All these questions, you guys are all preparing for JEE mains. Yeah, so there'll be some of them, at least 50% will be at that level. Okay, then the other 50% may be easy. So don't worry about it. Okay, so if you understand this, good, let us begin. So I hope you got the assignments and I hope you would, you know that this weekend onward there will be test for all of you, there will be test. Okay, next one, let's work. I still feel many students have not been able to join because of lack of information. Will we have a class for capacitors? I mean, I don't understand what on capacitors. Yeah, so I still feel a lot of them have not joined because they are not aware. if you guys can check, and if you guys can see if your friends are there somewhere else, you may just please motivate them, because I will teach and then again afternoon they'll come and then they'll ask me to repeat. Yeah, I want to have the same timetable every day. So this is another thing I will tell you about the timetable. You are having a class from 8:30 to 9:30 on bio, and that time will remain, it will not change. Then 9:40 to 10:40 you are having a class in maths, that class also will not change. Then I think from 1:10 to 2:10 you are having a class in chemistry, that will also not change. And I think from 2:10 to 2:20 to 3:20 you are having a class in physics. Yeah, these class timings will not change, nor will these timings for these subjects change. Okay, so this is the final schedule. This is the final schedule. It will not change. Okay, so please make notes. It will not change, and the schedule will remain as it is. The schedule will remain. We won't change beyond this. Okay, so please write it down. Please write it down and then keep. I won't change the schedule. See, Learnity. All the tests, Saturday tests will, the weekend tests will be on Learnity. Yeah, submit these assignments. You please send it to me by WhatsApp. Yeah, we are. It will be easy. I know. We will have the same schedule. Henceforth, we will have the same schedule. We will not change the schedule. This will be the schedule. Okay, this will be the schedule, and we won't change it. Please leave it today. One day, you please leave it. Tomorrow onwards, the schedule will not change. Yeah, the schedule will not change. Fine. Okay, let's move on. So yesterday I was doing this question. So some of you later asked me that you are having doubts and then you want to understand it again. So here I'll explain how to do this question again. Okay. So suppose this is having E1, this is R1, this is E2, this is R2. Let this point here be A, let this point here be equal to B. Okay. Now understand that there is a loop here. So if there is a loop here, there could be a current. So let there be a current here, I. Okay. So this is open circuit, right? So there will be nothing here. So the current goes this way and then it goes this way, right? So let me take a particular loop. Let the potential here be equal to VA. Let the potential here be equal to VB. So what I can do, I can now go along this path. If I go along that path, I start with VA, then I am going this way. I'm going from positive to negative. Whenever I go from positive to negative, I will lose. Then I'm going against the direction of current. When I'm going against the direction of current, I will gain. So plus I R1 is equal to 0. The I started with, I'm sorry, it is not equal to 0. So I go this way, I reach VB. So this is equal to VB. I started with VA, I lost, I gained, and I reached B. So this is my first equation. The second equation, again I have VA, and then again when I'm going from one to the other, from positive to negative, so again I'll be losing potential. E2. Now I'm going in the direction of current. So in the direction of current, I'll continue to gain, I'll continue to lose potential. So minus I R2. So VA minus E2 minus IR2, I will reach VB. So here I have two equations with two unknowns. What are the unknowns? That VA minus VB will be one unknown. So now I can rearrange this and say that VA minus VB is equal to E1 minus IR1, and VA minus VB is equal to E2 plus IR2. Okay. So this is what is the two equations. The question is to find out VA minus VB. So if I eliminate I will get VA minus VB. So I will multiply this with R2. So let me just call it del V. So del V R2 is equal to E1 R2 minus I R1 R2. Del V R1 is equal to E2 R1 minus I R1 R2. Okay, sorry, plus I R1 R2. Yeah. So now I am simply going to add them. When I add them, this gets cancelled. So I'll get E1 R2 plus E2 R1 is equal to del V into R1 plus R2. So from here, I'll get del V is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. So this is the potential difference of the cells now. Okay. So yesterday the question asked was, why are you combining only cells with the same resistance in parallel? If I combine the cells with the same resistance in parallel, E1 equal to E2, R1 equal to R2, and you will get del V is equal to E1 itself. So when you connect cells in parallel, there is no change in the EMF. Now, if you are connecting cells with varying EMF, this is how you work it out. Okay, can you please make some notes? Even if you have it written down, please make some notes. Okay, so this is how you go ahead with it. Now there is another question also which comes sometimes. Now you see, this is E1 R1 and this is connected to this. That's a one in reverse bias. So this is E2 R2. Okay. Now suppose this is A and this is B. The question is, what is VA minus VB? What is VA minus VB? So the way you go ahead with this is this, that you start with VA. You start with VA. Again, there will be a current here. There will be a current here. So there will be a current going this way. So let this current be equal to I. So you have VA. So VA, I'm going in this loop. So VA, I'm going from positive to negative. So I will lose. Then I'm going against the direction of current. So I will gain plus I R1 is equal to VB. In the second case, now I'm going this way. I'll have VA minus, now I'm going from negative to positive. So I'll gain plus E2. Then I'm going in the direction of current. So I will lose minus I R2 is equal to VB. Okay. So when you have this, now we have VA minus VB equal to E1 minus IR1. I'll have VA minus VB is equal to minus E2 plus IR2. So now again the same thing. I assume this is equal to some del V. Multiply this with R2. So I'll multiply this with R2, R2, R2. Here R1, R1 equal to del V R1. So now when you add them, this gets cancelled and I will get del V is equal to E1 R2 minus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, del V is equal to E1 R2 minus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. So this is equal to the potential. So instead of doing all this, if you just remember this E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. All that you need to do is just, because this is negative, so you just substitute there, you get the answer. Okay, so can you please make sure that you have learned this? Just a second. Yeah, so if you want me to repeat, please tell me. If more of you want me to repeat, I'll repeat. But yeah, so for one or two, maybe it is lagging. I have no clue. Yeah, please make notes. And then once you make notes, then we will move on. See, I am continuing from yesterday's class. Yesterday's class also we did the same thing. So this is not something new that I am doing. I'm sorry. This is A, this is B. So I am saying this is, there is no current here. Forget about this current. So there is VA, VB. This is R1, this is E1. This is R2, this is E2. Okay. So what I'm doing first is, you look, there is a closed circuit. Whenever there is a closed circuit, there is a current. So whenever there is a closed circuit, there is a current. Okay. So here I'll assume there is a current I. So the current I is going this way. So this is I, all I. Okay. Now I'm going to go from A to B. So suppose I started with A at some VA. Now when I'm going like this, I'm going against the current. Against the current, you gain potential plus IR1. Then you're going from positive to negative. When you go from positive to negative, you lose potential minus E1. So from VA, I gained some and I lost some, and then I will reach VB. Okay. So same way, I'll go the second loop here. So I'll have VA. Then I'm now going in the direction of current. So minus IR2. And I'm going from negative to positive. So I'll be gaining plus E2 is equal to VB. So rearranging this, I will get del V is equal to E1 minus IR1. Then I will get del V is equal to minus E2 plus IR2. Okay. Now there are two simultaneous equations. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. Now there are two simultaneous equations. I am multiplying this with R2. I am multiplying this with R1. Why? So that I can eliminate I. Okay. So you will get del V R2 is equal to E1 R2 minus I R1 R2. Del V R1 is equal to minus E2 R1 plus I R1 R2. Okay. So this will get cancelled, and this will get cancelled, and this will become E1 R2 minus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2 is equal to del V. So I am trying to find out what is the potential difference between the two terminals. So this is how you get the potential difference between the two terminals. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'm explaining the third one only. I'm explaining again and again. I'm explaining now again. I have explained third slide. Yeah, third slide is nothing. If you've understood the last slide, if you've understood this slide, the third slide should be nothing. Only the directions will change. This will become minus. This will all remain minus. So you just work with it. Please write the equations. If you've not understood the fifth one, there is no way you would have understood the third one. They're all different questions. They're not related. But if you understand one, you'll get it. All that I'm doing is I'm writing the equations and I'm remembering or I'm understanding that in the direction of current, across resistor, we lose potential. Then against the direction of current, across resistor, you gain potential. Then you gain potential. Then in going from positive terminal to negative terminal, we will lose potential. Then if in going from negative terminal to positive terminal, you will gain potential. So in going from negative to, you will gain potential. So I am keeping these in mind, writing equations. And solving them. Okay, so yeah, so in writing equations and solving them, that's all that we are doing. Yeah, so please remember this, understand. Okay, now suppose I have a batteries like this. Okay, 4 batteries, 4 cells having EMF 1.5 volt each, internal resistance 1 ohm are connected as above. Question, find V and R. 4 cells each having EMF 1.5 volt and internal resistance 1 ohm are connected as above. What is V and R? So now you see, this is negative positive, this is positive negative. So these two will kind of cancel each other, plus minus. So net will be 3 volts. But for internal resistance, you don't have. So the internal resistance will be 4 ohms, but the potential difference will be 3 volts. Because you remember that E1 R2 minus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. Okay, so if they are identical cells, then this will become equal to 0. So when you connect two cells such that positive, negative, Yeah, so right, so when you connect two cells, positive negative, understand that this is positive, it has nothing to do with this, but even that way also if you connect it is the same. So positive negative, negative positive. So when I go from here to here, I am losing potential. When I go from here to here, I am gaining potential. So loss plus gain becomes 0. So the net will become 2R and the EMF will become 0. So that is what I am doing here. Whether they are in series or in parallel, it will be the same thing. Okay. Yeah, but for, yeah, I'll write more clearly. Sir, but for del V, the values are same for both. Huh? Del V, the values are same for both. Yeah, del V, the values are same for both. Yeah, both are 0. Here I have taken 4 cells and I have connected them in the circuit as shown. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, positive, negative. Now I am asking you, what is the EMF here? What is the EMF and internal resistance? Okay, so when you go from here to here, you are gaining 1.5. When you go from here to here, you are gaining 1.5. When you go from here to here, again you are gaining 1.5. But when you're going from here to here, you are losing 1.5. So the net, these two go away and you get 3 volts. So the resultant is 3 volts. But for resistance, you don't have any such concept. So for resistance, it will keep getting added on. So it will become 4 ohms. Okay. Now, suppose I have a circuit of this kind. Okay. Question is find VA minus VC. Question is find VA minus VC. Next question is find VB minus VC. This is 1 ohm. This is 4 ohms. In this circuit, find VA minus VC and find VB minus VC. So find VA minus VC and find. Sir, in this kind of circuit, does the cell with opposite polarity get charged? Yeah, yeah. If it is rechargeable, yes. Okay. Okay, no worries. I'm just asking you for a question. Here is a question. Just please work on this particular question. There is a question here. I have drawn a part of a circuit. I have shown some currents. I am asking you what is VA minus VC and what is VB minus VC. So I will help you out. Now let me first mark the currents. Look here, there is 2 ampere. Here there is 2 ampere. So what should be happening? Current from here must be 1 ampere. So the current continues to be 1 ampere and it goes like that. So I start with A. So VA. Now in the direction of current, I will lose. So I'll lose 1. Then I'm going from positive to negative. Again, I will lose -2. Then I keep going straight. Now again, I'm going in the direction of current. So -8 is equal to VC. So VA minus VC will look like 11 volts. Okay, I am using the simple concept that in the direction of current across a resistor, you lose potential. Then I applied Kirchhoff's first law, saying current approaching a junction is equal to current leaving a junction. So if I look at junction B, 1 ampere is coming, but 2 amperes are going out. So 1 ampere is coming in and 2 amperes are going out. So the way I go ahead with it is, I understand that 1 ampere must be coming from A. So current leaving a battery must be equal to the current entering a battery. So from there, I am saying in the direction of current, I lose potential. If I go from plus to minus, I lose potential. So I've been able to do this. Okay. Then when I'm going from B to C, obviously if I have VB minus 8 volt is equal to VC. So VB minus VC is equal to 8 volt. VB minus VC is equal to 8 volt. So very simple. You all have to write down some notes and make sure that you are following the rules. Yeah, very good, very good. Abhishek, don't worry about the problem. Now you tell me if you are having some doubts, you please tell me. Gayatri, tell me if you are having some problems, tell me where is the problem. I'll repeat again. Yeah, the audio is fast. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. The video is coming slow. Don't worry about it. Focus on the problem. Focus on the question. Yeah, in the explanation between VA and VC, why don't you include VB? Yeah, no problem. But the question was VA minus VC. The question was VA minus VC. So why should I bother about VB? The question is VA minus VC. So I can go one step ahead and then I can say that, look, VA minus 1 minus 2 is equal to VB. No problem. But I am interested in going from here to here. So I don't bother about this. So if I had asked you what is VA minus VB, VA minus VB, it is equal to 3. Yeah. Then VB minus VC, VB minus VC is equal to 8. Add them. So you will get VA minus VC is equal to 11 volt. That is what we got here. There is no problem whether you do it in single step or multiple step. Hess's law is very important in life. Hess's law says whether you do stuff in one step or multiple steps, if you've done it right, the answer will be the same. So in any thermodynamic reaction, whether the reaction happens in one step or multiple steps, the amount of heat release or the enthalpy will be the same. So it's all the same, doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, so one final question before we stop for the day today. Suppose this is a resistor here and this is the battery. Suppose this is a 3 volt battery. Here a current is going. Let the internal resistance is equal to 1 ohm. So this is 1 ohm. So this is one battery. Okay. So this is 1 ohm. The question is, what is the potential? This is 2 amperes. What is the potential difference? Potential difference across the battery. What is the potential difference across the battery? That means I am here, let me call that A, I am here, let me call that B. So they are asking me what is VA minus VB. Okay, so I start from A, VA, then I lose 3 volts, then 2 ampere current is passing. So in the direction of current, so it will become minus 2. I will reach VB. So do you see that VA minus VB will become equal to 5 volt? Yeah. Now this is a typical charging circuit. Suppose you have a rechargeable battery. Okay. In recharge mode, the potential difference across the battery will always be more than the EMF. In recharge mode, the potential difference will always be more than the EMF. Then current enters from positive terminal and current leaves from negative terminal. Okay, so this is a rechargeable battery. On a rechargeable battery, in a normal battery, discharging battery, so there is a discharging battery, there is a recharging battery. In a discharging battery, the potential difference is always less than EMF. In a recharging battery, the potential difference across the battery is always more than its EMF. Okay, so this is a very nice theoretical concept. Please make sure that we are understanding, and also realize that theory can be understood only by doing problems. Many of you are having difficulty in theory because you are not trying to do problems. You have to try to do problems. Okay, so I will repeat again. Here is a circuit where there is a 2 amp current going in, then there is a battery here. I'm drawing the battery, or I'm showing the battery in red. Okay, so here there is a battery. So this is a battery, this is a battery. Okay, so I have this battery here. Now I'm sorry, that is not the, yeah, so this is the battery here. Now I am asking you if there is a point here. So I'm asking you what is the potential difference across the battery. So now for the potential difference across the battery, I start from A and go to B across the battery. The internal resistance is 1 ohm. So I start VA, I'm going from positive to negative, so I lose minus 3V. Then I'm going 2 into 1 in the direction of current, so minus. So totally I'll get VA minus VB is equal to 5 volt. So VA minus VB is equal to 5 volt means what is going to happen is that there is going to be a the potential difference across the battery is more than the EMF. The EMF of the battery was 3 volts. So now the potential difference is 5 volts. So remember, in a charging circuit, the potential difference will always be more than the EMF of the battery. Second point is, of course, it should be a rechargeable battery. Rechargeable battery means the reaction which is happening inside must be a reversible reaction. Yesterday's class, I explained to you copper 2 plus zinc gives you zinc 2 plus copper. Okay, now this reaction is not reversible. So this is not a reversible battery. Okay, this reaction is not reversible. So this is not a reversible battery. So for a reversible battery, first you have to have a reaction which is reversible. Only then it will work. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay, so fine, good. So I think we have used some time positively. Then again, let me just look at any comments. Sir, can you write your phone number in screen to submit assignments? I will. Can you show the slides again? I will. So is it that ideal batteries can't be charged theoretically, as there is no ideal battery? But you have not yet defined an ideal battery. You are saying an ideal battery is one which has no internal resistance. Okay, agree. Because the internal resistance helps in gaining potential. Yeah, agree with you. Then, so can you write your phone number? I will write. Yeah, my dear friends, one day you please excuse 99947997776. Okay, so please submit your assignments here. Then regarding the classes, my dear friends, today one day please excuse. I will ensure that tomorrow onwards there is no change in schedule, and we will strictly follow this particular schedule, and I can assure you there will be no change in this. Okay, there will be absolutely no change in this. I will assure you that. So today one day, trial and error, please attend the classes. Tomorrow onwards, there is no change in schedule. Our afternoon class remains. I think 2:10 to 3:10, we have our class. That class remains. Okay. So I'm sorry for the confusions. What is the next period, sir? You told the timetable will be followed from tomorrow. Yeah. Timetable from tomorrow. Timetable from tomorrow. No change in this. Today, please cooperate. Give yourself a surprise. Yeah, just hang on. Ranjit will tell you. Please hang on. I don't know. Ranjit will tell you what is the next class. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, next class is
Bye.
chemistry. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, okay. Next class, it seems, is